Hello, Poppets.
Poppets.
What is a Poppet?
A poppet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they talking about puppets?
That's what I thought.
Let's look it up real quick. Let me get the video recorder going.
That's Triumphant March. That's well known.
Speaking of marching, I learned I was playing.
Pulpit.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. I was playing that with my friend the other day. He had the sheet music. He went to Berkeley. He mastered in music at Berkeley. He's the guy in Springfield I tell you about sometimes, maybe.
What? I didn't know this of him.
You need to meet him. He's
yeah.
cool. We laugh about stuff. But he plays the big recorders come in big sizes. They're not just little ones you get in school.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a big one. And we were just like, we do like pop music. Like we've got these pop music sheet music, and I don't really read sheet music anymore since 4th grade, but he can read it, and he's been teaching me, so I've been learning.
I should learn.
It's
There's
fun.
no reason not to.
You'll have to come over sometime. Well, I don't know if you don't really have time Tuesdays, do you?
Oh man,
you don't have much time these days.
Time is
We'll bring him here to the
I have yet to
podcast,
obtain.
and we'll learn music here
Yes.
with him.
Okay.
He's fun. He's a cool dude. And I showed him the podcast, and he liked the first episode a little bit.
Nice. So there's good vibes to be had.
But anyway, the song, apparently the ants go marching one by one goes like John. It's called like Marching Johnny and has different lyrics. Same tune.
I feel like that happens with a lot of simple songs.
For
like,
sure.
The melodies just get reused.
It's like folk music. Like everybody just learns it by ear, and the lyrics sort of change here and there. And the notes sort of get changed here and there. But overall, it's the same thing. So Poppet, a sweet or pretty child or young girl.
Way off.
A small figure of a human used in sorcery and witchcraft.
Poppet. Those are completely different things.
Hello, Poppet.
Hello.
Hello,
Poppet. Poppet.
So silly, dude. Why do British people say Poppet? The word Poppet is an older spelling of puppet. That's what I first thought, actually,
That's
when I just said it.
That's what I thought, too. It sounds a lot like
It's just an
puppet.
English accent saying puppet.
But
why
what
would
are
you
those?
call someone a puppet?
A poppet.
From Middle English, poppet, meaning small child or doll. Oh.
Oh, so the doll, puppet, kind of.
You know what? While we're on this track, I had some other fun words in my. But anyway,
Football.
Cooter. I was talking with my friends online. Apparently, cooter comes from Africa originally. My friend Googled it.
No. What is it? Is it what I thought it was?
It is, but now this says of unknown origin here. I'll have to go back to my friend and ask him where he. Oh yeah, here it is. Borrowed from Gulakuta, turtle from an African language. So isn't that interesting, cooter?
Cooter's a turtle. Kuta.
Here it is. Probably of Niger-Congo origin, akin to Bambara and Malinka Kuta, the American. So isn't that interesting? Such a funny word came from Africa. We got them to thank. That was the. Let me get my phone because I thought I had written everything down. Oh, it's recording. I can't. There's cooter, and what was the other one? Oh,
yeah,
clunge.
we got a phone available. What do you need?
Well, it was just the stuff. Oh yeah, that I texted you, but and then there was clunge. Clunge means your whole area between your legs.
Clunge is a vulgar slang term for anus or vagina in this one, as well as vulgar term for women in general. That sounds rude.
Yeah, I'd never heard it like that before. I'd always just thought of it as a funny word for like genitals.
I've never heard this word until you brought it up today.
A nonsense word in a rant by McBlain in the 3rd series of The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin, as apyaclange. It's a very accenty type of word.
Apyaclange.
It means slaughtered, radarsed, bladdered, in a bacchanalian coma, pissed as a newt, feeling no pain, and many other similar
Pissed as a
terms.
newt.
Dude, the British are out of control.
They are. Newts don't seem pissed. They seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
They seem like chill little animals.
Newts are pretty chill. All right, so I'm glad we got. That was pretty much the funny word. Is that all the funny word? I think that was all the funny words. Oh no, I did have more.
Nope, there was one more.
That was all the funny English words, though.
I'm gonna have to unlock it with my face again. Nope, maybe not. This is a good list.
Let's do news and weather.
News and weather. Okay.
Oh, I didn't get the bad tiger tattoos. Well, I wanted to prepare them, but we'll just Google it ahead of time.
Yeah, let's ride the wave today. We're going with the flow. This is off the cuff, more so than usual.
We'll do news and weather. Do you have any news?
Personal news in the world. I'm very not into world news.
Just anything. What new do you know of that you did not know of a week or two ago in your life?
Okay.
Anything.
This is too much on the spot. I can't do this.
All right. For me, I angrily built that shelf the other day.
It's not a bad shelf.
It looks better than it. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. It was splitting apart. The nails were getting stuck. It was bending.
Is that what caused the anger? Was the just disrepair of the shelf?
Dude, yeah, it's just like having a garage so full of junk that you can't easily work on anything because there's too much stuff in the way.
Yeah.
And you don't know where any of your tools and everything is. And then like you start getting, and then it, even with those odds, it was going well. And it was like coming out pretty nice. And that's what makes you mad is like when it's coming out nice and then you mess it up and you're like, oh, it was coming out so nice.
Because even if you recover, there's that like, I know it's there. I remember this happening.
Oh, it was. I honestly can't even believe it. It's like together and looks decent. With how it was like the legs were literally like sliding way off of like where they're supposed to be nailed in as because I was hitting with the hammer to nail it in. And every time I hit it, the leg is sliding out. After like 4 or 5 hits, it's halfway slid out from where the nail's supposed to go into it. So I have to like put it back. And then I had like wood glue that was drying. And then it was like sliding out after the glue was already like mostly dry. And then like wasn't going to set. And then like the nail was like shooting out the side. Anyway.
Murphy's Law.
I don't need to go into the details, but the point is angrily building a shelf is funny.
Yeah. Angrily doing anything is funny.
It is. If you're not like personally impacted, it's like the same way as watching somebody fall is funny sometimes. Watching somebody get upset or is funny. But yes, that's my news. I angrily built a shelf. What else did I do? I started my Corvette, and it's not running as good as it used to.
Ooh.
I know, dude.
Fancy pants.
Gotta get some. I guess I don't know if you can guess if you're interested in side chicks since you already have a chick.
No, not at all.
But we do have a Corvette. So
I am engaged, sir. I have made promises that I intend on keeping.
All right, we're gonna have to. If you're riding with me, we're gonna have to be careful because I'm gonna keep them away.
Because you typically swat the ladies off, right?
Oh yeah.
Look at these tiger tattoos. What is that? That's not a tiger. That's a house cat with stripes. Oh, that is scary. That looks like Freddy Krueger's flesh. Those are not stripes. Those are gashes.
Yeah.
One of the gashes became an eye.
Look at the side of it. Oh my god. Look at the side of his face, how it's all like wrinkly. Like
yeah, it's terrible.
He's like can't draw a straight line. Look how pointy this ear is. And,
and that one's like
and this one is round.
Yeah.
He's got and look at his tail. It just goes up.
That's definitely a penis
looks
for
like
a nose too.
It was done drunk.
Yeah.
by the artist.
Under the influence of something.
All right, what else do we got? Which one were you looking at?
Oh, this one right here. This little kitty.
A little kitty.
It looks like a kitty panda hybrid that somehow ended up with tiger
Dude,
markings.
that is a thick kitty.
Yes, it is.
It's got a dump truck on that kitty, dude.
Absolute dumper. This one. It's got kind of a scowl too. It looks cute, except for those brows. It's like,
yeah, it's got
nobody takes me being a tiger seriously.
That is exactly what it looks like. It's got an adorable scowl, which is there's a Japanese.
I'm angry.
I'm a little kitty and I'm upset. I've got a big donk and no one's interested.
No scritches from my behind.
I'm just gonna wander off and get lost by myself in the woods. Nobody loves me. I've had enough of this world. I love doing that when you have a funny picture and you're just doing that picture's voice. It's so fun. That was like that riff I sent you of that Italian lady that guy was riffing on. It was weeks ago.
Weeks ago? About a week ago.
He was roasting him. Yeah, it was Big J on Skankfest, and he was roasting. People were sending him pictures of their moms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, hey, I'm with the Roofers Union. It was this poor lady, dude. They looked like a man in a dress. And one of the guys was like, how does she get, like, a husband? And he was like, by force, by physical threat. Like, so funny. And he was just riffing on doing her voice for like 20 minutes. It was so good. Oh my god. I almost feel bad. These are so bad. That almost looks like the coat of arms dragons from like medieval times.
Kind of, yeah.
I wonder if maybe that's what they're going for. Let's see what else we got. Mufasu. Looks like he just woke up from a stupor.
Yep.
What else do we got here?
Yikes.
Oh my god. What is
that?
Anywho.
It's a bear, apparently.
That might be about it for bad. Oh my god. Look at his jaw.
It looks like it's straight out of a 1940s children book.
Alright, let's see if we got any more good ones here. This one's actually pretty sweet. I like it.
Yeah, those are some intense eyes. But I'm not. This is a thing. It's like a thing that it's the thing. Everybody has this tattoo. It's either a lion or a tiger, but it always has blue eyes. And
really?
Neither of them typically have blue eyes in nature.
I didn't know it was a common tattoo.
Yep. It's usually a lion. I've seen it reproduced several times. I don't even know where the original came from, but I've seen the same tattoo on many of people.
I think so. We were talking about how the people who wear like the wolf moon shirts, are similar to the people with the bad tiger tattoos.
Yes.
I think maybe the relationship is that like there is something legitimately cool about wolves and tigers, and so it's like a big thing. And so many people, and I bet there's a lot of good, cool-looking tattoos, but we only see the funny ones because that's what people share. I think it's such a big. It's sort of like Corvettes in that regard, or like guys, like young kids who spend all their money on their sound systems in their cars, or like on making it like lowered, and it's like
polishing a turd.
No, it's like there is something legitimately awesome about pulling it off well, but because of that allure of how awesome it is to execute well,
a lot of fail.
It draws a lot of people in, and not all of them get it right.
Right.
And then so you get these funny ones, like the fart cans, and then the shitty tigers and wolves and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess. Oh yeah, let's check out this cat music. Post.
It needs to come in.
This is the kind of thing I wish I was doing more. You know, making fun, stupid songs.
Hey little kitty, oh it's such a pity that you don't know who you are, 'cause you are a shining star. Oh that little voice of yours is opening all the doors that you thought were closed, but they're opening now. I go meow, go meow, I go meow, go meow. I don't know who I am, look away. I go meow, go meow, I go meow, go meow. I don't know who I am.
Poor little kitty, identity crisis. So bad that it wants to hide itself. Oh yes, the grass coming in very.
And the faded pictures like those 80s
I love it.
portraits.
All of my aunts and uncles, I'm pretty sure, have a picture of themselves like the main photo, and then
With like looking off to the side with the faded so, I kind of want to play the Funky Town video too after this is government operated, but whatever. Cut it out, I guess. From this one.
Perfect.
I wonder if that cat was pitch corrected at all, because I don't think he was.
I don't know.
He had some reverb
I think
on
so.
him,
I think so. Maybe.
so me and my friends online have been singing a lot of Funky Town. It's been stuck in our head. But we'll do alternate lyrics. Yeah, We'll do alternate lyrics for fun, like talking about ball sacks and stuff. You know. I've got some clips I should have gotten them so I could have shown you. So if I was more organized. There's a really funny clip I'll try to remember next time. I'll show the funny Funky Town of us singing with different words.
All right.
But
to be continued.
Anyway.
Teaser.
Yeah, I was watching the video, dude. So this was made in 1980. And the video editing is incredible, which the technology back then wasn't that advanced for video editing. Is this the one? I love the colors though, and the layers. And I like the dance moves. I mean, that was the Prince. That's the one, dude. If I made this video, if I was her, that would be the one thing I regretted was that one face. It's crazy. But I love the teal, the hot pink, the way the background blends in without any hard lines.
I love that this is straight comedy for these days, but they were serious about this.
This girl can move. I like how it freezes when she hits this cool move. Watch this. Bam, frozen. Sorry. I'm very excited.
Bam! Frozen. I'm waiting for it to happen to this one too. Yep, here it is.
Isn't it fun editing though?
Yeah, it's a lot. Somebody got really into this. They're like, I need as much stuff going on as possible. We got this spinning disco ball. We've got these kind of blue-purple colors added on top of it.
I love how a saxophone comes in for literally 10 seconds of the song. But they're like, we need this saxophone right here. And it works.
And the layers.
Oh my
just
god.
keep going.
It's like winning at solitaire. I just love the colors and everything. It's such a fun, just the video. I mean, I love the song too, but this is actually my favorite part.
Oh, back to the bad
Oh, I
robot.
didn't know-
Somebody told her she
Dude,
was good at it.
It's so funny you mentioned. Dude, it's so funny you mentioned that because I never even realized. I've seen this like probably 10 times in the last couple weeks. I never even realized that she was trying to do a robot at all. I thought she was just dancing.
No.
Now that you pointed
She's
it-
trying to match the robotic voice.
Oh, I'm so glad, dude. I make so many connections with you. Where like I see part of it and you see the other part of it. It's been happening a lot with that. I like that.
I believe our autism plays well.
We complement each other. I remember learning that in school. There's the two kinds of compliments.
Mm-hmm.
One is an I, and one is an E. And one compliment means it goes good with each other.
Uh-huh.
And the other compliment means I like you.
Oh.
Not a lot of people use the one that it means it goes good together, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, isn't that a fun video?
That is. That's an extremely fun video.
It's probably one of the funnest. I love the and that boom 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 boom. It sounds like, is that like a cowbell?
I think so.
I think so
Could
too.
be.
Sounds like
Could
it.
be a certain symbol too. Those small, I don't know. I don't play drums, but the small dome one.
Oh.
So it can have a cowbell sound when you strike it at the top.
Definitely sounds like cowbell to me.
Drummer friends, comment. I've got a few drummer friends that if I don't see information, I'm going to be upset. Tell me what that is.
What? Drummer friend? Oh.
Drummer friends.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what the little
Right.
symbol is.
Yeah, right
It's
in.
like I don't even know, like a 6 or 8 inch
Like
symbol.
smaller than a splash? I thought the small symbol was called splash. You don't know? Oh. Yeah, because they
Not
like
a drummer.
little symbols like this big,
Mm-hmm.
they're splash.
Okay.
Because the big ones are like whoosh.
Yeah.
The little ones like whoosh.
Okay.
It sounds
Makes
more like
sense.
a splash.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe if you hit those on the dome, you can get a. Cause they're,
Oh,
they have
yeah,
that dome
yeah,
shape,
yeah,
then
yeah,
they
yeah.
flatten out. Yeah, you can get.
Yeah, I used to hit the top of the thing when I play drums. You get a different sound on the dome of the thing.
Oh, I want a hand pan so bad. So
Okay.
bad.
Oh, with the little picks that you pluck and it makes the notes.
No,
What's a
hand pan? It's like it's a percussive instrument.
Let's check it out.
They sound super cool.
Oh, that's not the.
It's almost like a Zen thing, kind of. the way
Oh,
they
that's like
sound.
it's like looks like a UFO and it makes all the cool noises.
Yes.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Hand
That's
pan.
a relatively new. You know, there's a number of relatively new instruments that are like they've only been around for like not that long and like but they've really become like used a lot and like common enough that you didn't even realize how new they are. Like the accordion.
Oh yeah.
The accordion's not very old. The mandolin's not very old. This handpan's not very old. It's pretty cool that there's still new instruments being invented that like become popular and like people like.
I like it. I like it.
Me too. The accordion is so cool because you can play chords with one hand by pressing a single button and notes with the other hand. So you can do rhythm and melody. And they have switches.
There's a dude that's really good at that. He does that, the rhythm and melody on one instrument.
I love it when people, yeah, that's why I love
it.
classical fingerpicking guitar because you can do the melody.
You can even switch to like the vocal parts too if it's a full-on song. There's this one guy that kind of gets the bass groove going on the lower end, and then he's got like the guitar stuff up top.
But there's no, I think the accordion wins in terms of how much musical complexity, how much of a full piece of music you can play with such little effort. I was learning about it the other day about how to actually play them. So with your left hand, it looks intimidating, so you just have this huge array of buttons.
Right.
But the middle one has a little indent like a computer keyboard, so you know you can feel where the middle is.
Okay.
And that's like, I think it's a C, which is like the standard like starting key for most music. So, and then the way it works is the notes, the buttons adjacent to that marked one are like chords are like that sound good with C.
So it's mapped out for you, kind of.
So yeah, so you just press, so like whatever key you're in, you just find that key, and then the buttons next to that are like adjacent chords that sound good in that key.
Right. It's like a
You've
certain
got your
scale.
minor and your 7 and your major and whatever.
Yeah.
And then like if you go up and down, I forget, it's basically made so like you need as little skill and musical intelligence as possible to be able to play like sophisticated music. It's pretty cool. And
Very efficient equipment. I like.
I want one. I remember Skylar Thomas had one in high school, and I was like, I kind of hated him and was kind of jealous at the same time.
Aw.
I was impressed. He was like, he did everything that was cool before it was cool.
He just, what amazed me about that young man is that he just seemed to grasp things easily, and it didn't matter what it was.
He would always
easily excelling.
I know that, and that used to bother me too because he was like super humble, and he would basically always get straight A's, and then I remember him telling me in the hallway or telling us a bunch of different times how he like never studied, like never did homework at home.
I didn't either.
But then he's getting straight A's, so I was like, do I really believe him?
I was pretty close. I had like a 3.8 something average, is like, like B plus, A minus, and I did my homework on the way to school, and the only class I studied for was algebra because I hated it. It was like a learning block because it's like not tangible, you know what I mean? I'm like, these letters, like if you told me it was a side of a building and put some real world application into it, I think I would have picked it up better, but it's just like, here's, a formula, memorize it. Like, why?
I know, so much of school is pointless. Like, let me turn my mic up a little bit. Like, I think that, actually it's all right. Should just hold it closer. Like the things that school doesn't teach you: paying taxes,
the things you need to know,
managing money smartly, setting your sights on overall life trajectory, career goals. What do you want for a marriage? Do you want to get married? Where do you want to live? What are your values? Like, let's figure out your life. Like, what do you want to do? They're just like, Columbus came in 1862, and the Mongols conquered Asia. And then they're like, the Magna Carta. Then they're like, you need to learn Latin for. It's like, none of this is helpful at all. The single most important thing school should have taught that they did not teach is creating and maintaining positive social relationships.
Yeah. I don't know how well I would have grasped them. I was like, I don't know. My upbringing's kind of made me an introvert, I believe.
Yeah.
And when you're used to being your own social stimulus, it's very awkward to get out of that and mend with others.
Dude, your waveform is bigger. I gotta hold my mic closer, I guess. Okay, that's better. Okay, so yeah, anyway.
Let's not focus on the waveforms.
Let's not focus on the
Let's see how
waveforms.
it sounds.
I wanted an accordion. There was one for sale when I was living in Randolph that I regret not buying. But, okay. So, there's this something that was stuck in my head over the last few years, sort of, some people have hopes and dreams, other people have ways and means.
I like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's in a couple different songs, I guess. In one of them, it's in a Bob Marley song, and it's in a ghetto superstar. That is what you are.
Yep.
That's how it starts off. It starts off with the guy talking about hopes and dreams.
Oh, does it? It's been so long
and
since
ways and
I've
means.
heard that.
Yeah, and so I Googled it, or I braved it, which is like an alternative search engine.
Mm.
And it's got the new AI answers where it like comes up with like an intelligent summary. And it was I copied a couple paragraphs from it that I liked. So it says, hopes and dreams, as well as ways and means, are interconnected concepts that represent a person's aspirations and methods, and the methods to achieve them. Hopes and dreams are the desired future outcomes or goals that individuals wish to attain, while ways and means refer to the strategies, resources, or opportunities that enable them to reach those goals. The song Ghetto Superstar, That Is What You Are, by Pras, featuring Maya and Old Dirty Bastard.
That's who the female was, Maya. I think that's the only time I heard her name.
Also touches upon the theme of hopes and dreams as well as ways and means. The lyrics, some got hopes and dreams, we got ways and means, emphasize the resourcefulness and determination of the characters in the song to overcome their circumstances and rise to the top.
Very nice. Very poetic.
Yeah, but it's just cool how like that's like that grind. It's a little bit of that grind mentality, like the hood grind, rise to the top, where it's like some people have hopes and dreams, but other people have ways and means.
Right.
It's like it's like the mindset. It's like you can't just hope. You gotta like make a plan.
Right. Thoughts and prayers
Yeah,
versus
right, exactly.
actual action.
Exactly. 100. Yeah. So I thought that was just in my head for a while. So I wanted to get that out.
It's nice.
It's a nice one. I have a lot. I call that hood wisdom, or it's like rap. There's a lot of rap wisdom that I used to quote all the time. So I used to listen to a lot of hip hop, and that just reminded me of my rap wisdom days. Like one of my most famous rap wisdom quotes that I quote the most often is Tupac, who says, "You gotta be sharp and heartless, or bitches will start shit." Excuse me, but this is where we part, bitch. It's really the first two lines are the most important though, 'cause it's like, you know, when there's like guys on the street that like you don't want to make eye contact with them in like a bad area,
Right.
because then they start coming after. Then they like, you know, if they're like panhandling or whatever, like if you just pretend they're not there, they don't really engage you. But like they can tell like who they can.
They'll prey upon you if you
Right.
give them like that little,
Yeah.
you know, it's a sign of weakness. Yeah, for sure.
And that's, you know, you got to be sharp and heartless or bitches will start shit.
Bitches be starting shit, bro.
Excuse me, but this is where we part, bitch. No more game for free. Please explain to me why you trip, bitch, who you came to see. But anyway, yeah, that's a Tupac one. And then there's Tupac also said life is about priorities. You got to get your priorities straight, which is 100% true, because like if you sit down and think about your priorities, like what's the number one most important thing to you? What's the number two? What's the number three most important thing to you? And then 3-6 Mafia has an album called Choices. And so it's like, if you get your priorities straight and actually think about what's number 1, 2, and 3 most important to you, or whatever number you choose to go up to, and then you choose to follow those priorities, because everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing for the most part, or at least has an idea of things they should be doing more, but then they choose not to do. So anyway, that's some hip hop wisdom.
Rise and grind, bitches. Get that bread. Yart.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm so glad I wore this today. Super
Nice.
comfortable.
Where'd you get that?
Good old Amazon. I wanted a wearable blanket.
Nice.
I decided sushi was a good choice.
I wouldn't mind a wearable blanket.
I'm also very nautical today. I don't know if you can tell these bad Larrys.
I was wondering about those. Oh, it's got a oh my god.
Alright.
We should show the
little segmented Nautilus shell. We'll get it real up
Yeah.
close. This one?
Either one, just yeah,
This one?
either one's fine.
It's got some sand in it, but it is a shell.
That's pretty
I
cool.
think it's called an ammonite?
Nice.
Right? Fossilized seashell.
I got a bunch of shells from the beach in North Carolina, right here, and
North Carolina.
I
I got
want.
family down there. I always mean to go down. There's so many reasons to go, and I'm just like, it doesn't happen.
It's a long drive. I wanted to buy like chains, like silver. Like when you buy silver chains, if you just get really thin ones, they're not expensive. And like mount these as like pendants on like silver chains or whatever kind of chains, and just sell them on like Etsy or something, or like locally. I think that'd be fun. That's one of my ideas. I got too many ideas that I'm never gonna do.
Speaking of side hustles, I've decided I've become quite the geologist, specifically hunting for gemstones and semi-precious stones.
I used to collect rocks because my driveway is a dirt road, and I'd walk up it every day after school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a good, half a mile, quarter of a mile. It's a pretty decent walk. So I just pick up rocks that I like cool looking rocks.
This is the place to be if you go to any of the rivers. I found garnet, I found mica and schist, and I found
I would find mica.
there's like a checklist for sapphires. So I'm
Really?
pretty confident. Yeah, if you want to come with, we
I
should
do.
go hike Buttermilk Falls, and there's a good chance we can find sapphires.
Really?
Absolutely. It's got all the markers. They give you this list. They're like, if you find these stones and these formations in this area near rivers. Rivers are a nice place to search for gemstones too because they're denser than regular rocks, so the moving of the water naturally carries the lighter stuff. It's easier to sift through.
Nice. Let's take a quick break,